So welcome back to the Discovery series and today 10 of part 3. So well done on making it to the end of this part of the series. And you'll have noticed that as we move from one part to the next, as you become more mindful of physical movement, you naturally become more aware of physical sensations. And as you become more aware of physical sensations, you become more aware of your feelings, your emotions, and the mental state of the mind. This is really, really important. One naturally leads to the other. And it's not that we forget the earlier ones when we move on. We still continue to be aware of physical movement, continue to be aware of sensations and our reaction to those sensations. And in doing so, we're always building a really strong foundation. So all 4 parts of the Discovery series are designed in such a way that hopefully they'll provide you with not just a few days or weeks of practice, but actually something that you can carry with you for years even. There's always more to notice in the mind. So it's a bit like that old saying, the more we know we don't know. And I think probably that was taken from a meditation practitioner. When it comes to meditation, there's this ongoing investigation. There's always more to discover. The more you look at the mind, the more you see there is to investigate. So when we're mindful, then there is an ongoing journey of discovery, no matter whether it's of the body, sensations, emotions, or thought. There's always more to see. But for now, just take a moment to get yourself comfortable, sitting upright in the chair, eyes open, but with a sense of ease and relaxation in the body. And when you're ready, just take in a few nice big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes as you allow your attention to move, to shift to those physical points of contact. Noticing any sounds, and just bringing the attention now back to the body, just starting to notice how the body itself is feeling today at this particular moment in time. To begin with, in a very general way, And then taking the time to notice what feels comfortable, what feels uncomfortable. So just scanning down through the body in the usual way. As you become more aware of those physical sensations, starting to become more aware of the emotional quality of mind as well. Remember, not judging it, not analyzing it, just becoming aware of it, acknowledging it. Being clear in your mind about why you're doing the exercise today. And remembering, the clearer and calmer you can be in your own mind, the bigger the impact, the bigger the potential for benefiting people around you. So that's the importance of taking this time out each day. The impact not only for ourselves but for those around us as well. And then just one last time remembering the idea of the blue sky. Nothing to create, nothing to achieve. Just a knowing, an understanding that the blue sky is always present, and that we're simply sitting there watching the clouds pass by. Sometimes seeing lots of blue sky, at other times not so much. Either way, knowing that that blue sky is always present. With that in mind now, just shifting the attention to the breath, to the rising and falling sensation in the body. Start off by noticing where in the body you feel it, and the rhythm of the breath in that place. Again today, as you note, just being clear, not only about the emotion itself, but whether there's a feeling of resistance towards it or indulgence towards it, of wanting to hang on to it or to get rid of it. And in recognizing and seeing that clearly, letting go quite naturally of those tendencies, making way for a freer, more comfortable and friendly mind. So just continue in that way now, just resting with the breath. And now just letting the mind be completely free, so not trying to focus on anything in particular. Just let the mind do whatever it wants to do. And then bringing the attention back to the body, back to those physical points of contact. Back to any sounds. Even any smells or any tastes. So just re-engaging those physical senses as you prepare to open the eyes, taking just a moment or two to refocus and to make that daily intention to be aware, to be mindful throughout your everyday life. And as you sit back in the chair now, that's something really important to remember on an ongoing basis. That as you become more proficient in being aware, so it's that much more important to remember to put those moments of mindfulness throughout the day. That means noticing how your mind is in the present moment, but also noticing how others are as well. Again, if you can see clearly, if you can actually experience, be there for the experience of an emotion or a pattern of thought in your own mind, then it's that much easier to understand where other people are coming from when they speak or behave in a certain way. Not only does that make it easier to communicate with them in a more skillful way, but it also allows you to empathize in a way that normally we wouldn't be able to. Very often we're so busy sort of conceptualizing, of thinking about how they might feel, that we don't really hit that sweet spot of empathy. Instead, there's perhaps a sense of sympathy or even pity perhaps. So it's very different when you've actually seen it, when you're present with that experience, with that feeling, and then you know, there's a sense of knowing, of experience, rather than just thinking. So this is something that will continue on as we move into part 4 and we turn towards a slightly more reflective practice, which sets us up ready for the next series, actually, for the mind series. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. That's the end of part 3. And I look forward to seeing you back here